the type of family we wanted to have, the way that we wanted to parent, all of the things that cisgendered, heteronormative people don't have conversations about before they have kids. We had to go through all of that, and it was a process.
That's me! Don't I look cute?
You see?
Don't I look cute? He has a baby.
Hi, I'm Heather.
Hi, I'm Mitch.
We've been married 9 years.
9 years
today. And we have 2 kids, Owen and Nora, who are 7 and 5, almost 5.
I love that picture.
I know. We have different takes on
Because
this
he
picture.
wouldn't stop moving.
He looks like a big alien.
He does, but he was our alien.
When we decided to have kids, we were already a little bit older. So we got married when I was 36 and Mitch was 37. And with everything you hear about, oh, the ticking, and it's harder to get pregnant. So I started to become very anxious. And I was just like, we need to try now.
Let's go outside now. Let's go outside now. Let's go outside now. Come. Come on, let's go outside.
Sunscreen monster, eat your nose, eat your nose, eat your nose. Sunscreen monster, eat your nose, cause I am so hungry.
There's an added dimension to being trans and being a parent. You're confronted with a lot of what you don't have. There's a sense of missing something. And one of the things that I realized is that cisgendered guys don't get a playbook on what it means to be a man either. They don't get some manual that says, now you can be a man, and this is the kind of man you are, and this is what's going to define you as a person.
So when we started to think about having kids, I immediately thought of Chris. I met Chris in Austin years before I even met Mitch, and we were just really good friends. We liked the idea of having a known donor, so someone who could be in our kids' lives to be able to give our children a sense of where they came from.
Link your elbow, step in time. Link your elbow, step in time.
The thing that was most important to us was that he wasn't going to be a father in any sense. Like, we have a father, that father is Mitch, and that had to be completely clear. And Chris was okay with that. Like, he didn't want to be a father, he wanted to be involved.
And not as the uncle. Lots of kids have uncles. Uncles are related to, uncles they're not related to. He wanted to be a part of the child's life in a transparent way, and we were totally fine with that.
So we decided to try to get pregnant at home. Chris would come to New York and he would make a donation, and that Mitch would actually do our insemination himself, which was pretty amazing because then it felt like he was able to get me pregnant in a way, after all, that was close and intimate. Mm-hmm. 2 weeks later, on Father's Day, I tested positive for pregnancy.
Yeah.
I want to stay here for a little bit more.
Don't you want to go home and make Rice Krispies treats for your party?
So we can eat one. We have extra.
If we have extras. I wanted another child so badly, and it was almost like I could feel her. I really felt like it was this girl who was just out there waiting for us, and I was like, honey, like, she wants to come to us. And then we just both decided that we wanted to try and see if it would happen.
So when I said it was okay, yes, I don't mind losing sleep again, I did ask if we could consider using David rather than Chris. David is Chris's husband. And I thought that it would be a really wonderful opportunity for us to all be together in a different way. Yeah, she's off, wash hands.
When we tried to come up with a name for what we would call Chris, we kind of all discussed it together, and we didn't want it to be a traditional name for father. So Chris had come up with Poppy, And then when we decided to include David, I kind of said to him, well, if you can't come up with a name, I think I'm just going to call you Pippi, so you can be Pippi and Poppy. And he's like, actually, I think I really love that. So as long as our kids could talk, we always said, oh, this is Pippi and Poppy, and they're part of our family.
And then we told them, you know, babies are made from different genetic material, from different types of people, and some people have the combination that you need. Daddy didn't have some of the combination that you need. So we borrowed some from Pippi and Poppy, and that's how they're part of our family. And we started off that simply.
They don't focus at all on this concept that somebody else helped create them, because like to them, Mitch is just dad. It just didn't even clock on their radars. Why don't you count piles of five?
Take them all out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mom, can I put that down?
The thing that's the hardest is when you do tell people and then their first question is, so who's the real father? You know, and you just say, well, Mitch is the real father. And there's this notion that if somebody gave sperm, that makes them real in some way, that being there day to day, minute to minute doesn't. Family is bigger than that. It always has been. And we can have these people in our life that are part of our family. I have to stop eating.
This is so gooey and
It is gooey.
Mommy!
I would define a modern family as more intentional, having a community around family, or trying to find a way to build an intentional community of non-related people a part of their family. It sounds corny, but it's love makes a family. The more people that a child can have as a role model and as somebody who cares about them, the better.
You can never have too many people to love you. And all we're doing is adding more people to love our kids.